Alright, all you video gamers, welcome back to another pig-killing, time-warping edition of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories. And before we start that story, folks, man, it feels good to say that again. And secondly, this video game story comes from the video game none other than Duke Nukem Time to Kill. And with this being one of my most favorite Duke Nukem games of the entire series, and that says a lot, folks, I think it's time for us to get ready to put on some sunglasses, get some weapons from the past, present, and future as we come get some and paint the picture. Alright, this video game story began approximately 15 years ago when I first got my hands on this game thanks to my neighbor known as Keaton when we decided to play this game for fun. And after seeing my brother and him playing back and forth, taking each other out in different levels from medieval to the future to even in his hometown, which I think was in Los Angeles, shooting each other in the street while flying in jetpacks, I said, man, I need to try this game for myself. And the first time when I played this game and heard all the funny catchphrases this guy had, I instantly fell in love with it. And one of my favorite levels that I was able to go to while playing this game and roundhouse kicking pigs in the face, shooting them with shotguns, and coming up with some of the most classic catchphrases I would hear in video game history, besides him going to the level minor 69er and screaming to the top of his lungs in a cave, "Come get some!" All while I tried to throw dynamite at hellbats, or even getting a chance to fight against pigs in the gladiator level with an energy laser gun that he would rebuttal by saying, "How do I love the smell of bacon in the morning?" Either way, it was funniness from beginning to end until I found one of my most favorite weapons of the entire game. And before you think it was the Gatling gun, the rocket launcher, or the makeshift RPG that he wore, that was it was an RPG, not a rocket launcher, just a thing that launched rockets at a multitude of opponents, my favorite weapons in this game had to have been the buffalo rifle. And if you're wondering at home why that weapon was my favorite out of all of them, it's because of the ridiculous level that he did that was, High Noon, I think it was? The level High Noon, when I first got the weapons and was trying to get the same combinations to make it to the level minor 69er, I would end up hearing him say one of my favorite catchphrases from an old show I used to watch, for him saying, "Happy trails to you," and just go around just shooting pigs in the head with one shot and the pig spitting on the ground for him to say, "Ooh, bacon bits." And after I was able to beat that level and unlock a series of cheats thanks to not only my friend Keaton, but due to my brother who was faster with the cheat controls than I was, I went back to the first level to take out everybody with the buffalo rifle just to see how awesome this weapon really was. And I think the second I made my way down to the subway, I went a little bit overboard. Because with all the weapons I had, I forgot that there was the unlimited weapons cheat that he also gave me as well. And in the first level of the game, there's a train that you get to ride to try to get things over and open up the doors to make your way to the next part. I decided to try to up the ante of this door opening experience by dropping at least 85 pipe bombs on the ground right in front of the train where I was sitting. And if you're wondering at home, my sister was not there at the time to warn me that this was a bad idea, so I just went with it. Just kept dropping pipe bombs on the ground and said, "Time to get things moving." And the second after he said that and that train started to barrel forward, The second it hit the wall, next thing I know, I would explode into 1,000 pieces screaming, "Arrgh!" And that would be the end of that for that moment, and the explosion was so intense, folks. After the train crashed and I exploded, even when they tried to load the screen back up saying that I had 3 lives remaining, the explosion would still be going on. So much so that I got a feeling that was the reason why the game crashed, and I would see one of the lizard creatures that came from behind the train explosion just magically pop up in front of me and kill me with 3 shots. And ever since that magical day, folks, we learned a valuable lesson about not only over excessive use of explosions, but cheating that never prospers, especially when using pipe bombs, railway systems, and Duke Nukem when he tries to come get some. And with that said, folks, wraps it up for yet another pig-killing, time-traveling, come get some experience edition of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories. And with that, we'll be back with more right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.